This is the prolific teaching ministry of Apostle Tolu Agboola, the lead pastor of His Worship Christian Network. Brace yourself for an experience of enlightenment, education, and transformation as you engage with this episode.
This KAIROS that we have been speaking about is a time frame in God when all of the structures of heaven and earth come together in congregated form to advance a particular divine counsel. That's what a KAIROS is. Every supply that a man needs to see fulfill the will of God for his life, that a congregation needs, that a nation needs, and as the body of Christ in different expressions, all that is needed to see achieve the counsel of God is congregated unto availability in a KAIROS. A KAIROS is that moment of maximum opportunity. So you will have many opportunities in your life, but the opportunities that a man loses, and you don't need to cry. If you were going to Lagos, for example, you had an interview for 11 a.m. tomorrow, and you missed an 8 o'clock bus today, should you cry? There are so many other buses, and in case you don't find any to Lagos, you can do Oyo, then you do Ibadan, you can do Shagam, and you get to Lagos, you still meet up. But if you attempted a 6 a.m. bus going for an 11 o'clock interview, and you found out that you missed that bus, and this is 9:30, you are still waiting for another one to be filled, you need to cry. If you don't cry, something is wrong with you. Because this miss will impact upon the outcome of that interview, except God administers Psalm 102 verse 13. So meeting with that 6 a.m. bus is a KAIROS. In it is meeting up with your interview. In meeting up with your interview is getting a job. There are many things that will go right if you meet the boss. And there are many things that will go wrong if you miss the boss. So a KAIROS is that moment in God of maximum opportunity. That's one. Two, every day gives us the experience of change. But a KAIROS advertises a destiny-determining change. That's what a KAIROS is. It's a major shift that comes. I don't want to say what's coming to my mind. I feel the Lord doesn't want me to say that. But I'm saying it's a major shift. How many of us do any architect who runs projects here? Okay. Let's assume that as an architect, you have been handling shops. You know, a shop is not rocket science now. Even me, I should be able to draw a shop. A prison window at the back. Yes, now. Are they not prison windows? A prison window at the back. A door in front. Put burglaries, put all those things. You don't need a second window. You'll be sitting outside. When a big project, like an estate project, comes, and all you have built all your life, that's what is in your portfolio, right? And they tell you to come and tender your portfolio. Let's see if we can give you the contract. If you come with a portfolio that is filled with prison window, one-door shops, you'll likely not be given the contract of an estate. Yes or no? There's something that you will have done. And because you have done that, something large. Sit down. You'll have done something large, and that large thing is what qualifies you for large things. You will need favor to go straight from very small to very large. It's not because they don't like you, it's because they don't trust you. Because trust is performance based. Faith is witness based. Trust is performance based. I was teaching that to one of our daughters during the week. Faith in God is witness based. God said, this thing I will do for you. And then you receive it based on his integrity. Not because you know he has done it before. That's faith. But trust is, he has done it for somebody. Activity has brought you into the consciousness of potential. Meanwhile, in faith, you don't need activity. The witness is strong enough. Are you with me? So, they will not give you. They say, we can't trust you with a big project. When we have shops, we'll give you. But you see, and I don't know why I'm talking to you. In your journey, there will be Psalm 102 verse 13. And when that day comes, a man can move from shop to estate or to a duplex. If you think that that duplex is your KAIROS, then you have wasted an opportunity in God. Because that's not the best in architecture. Are you with me? Both the shop and that duplex are within your KAIROS moment. God is using both of them to prepare you. Within your chronos. Jesus. It's a burden I'm trying to bring. John, you are a music minister. So you go for a meeting. And I don't know, do you go for meetings? Okay. You go to sing somewhere and then they give you 5 alive. Maybe in Ilorin. I've experienced it before. I left here with transport fare to go to Ilorin. They gave me 5 alive. When I now held it, I now thought in my heart, when I get to the park, will I tell the driver, first drink? And then be going home. But you see, you can go for a meeting and you move in that meeting from 5 alive to 500,000. One meeting. If you think that that's the best that God can do for you, you will soon be getting 5 alive again. Because I'm not saying administration is about money. I'm just using the finance to show levels of growth. Are you with me? Oh. Okay, don't like that example. Everybody doesn't like money here. That's good. And so, I'm just saying that there are one-offs like that. It's not really a KAIROS. The big one is coming. But there's something that you will do with that opportunity that will expose you to the big one. In a way, within a chronos, there are little KAIROSes that help you transit from one level to another. You know, this morning we were in the lounge and Mama Tope Alabi was sitting. So somebody was asking me that, you want her to come? So she greeted me and said, oh, so where are you based? To Bomosho. And when they showed my profile, she liked my profile. So she now said, we need to exchange. Can I have your business card? So that means you have to create business card for me. Because I don't have a business card. Can I have your business card? I had not preached. I spoke a few lines. We need to talk. I didn't even have time to exchange numbers. I didn't feel, may God give understanding. I honor her a lot. I honor her a lot. She came in, they said, man of God, she was trying to greet me, bending down, I was bending down. And I said, in the real sense, I'm supposed to prostrate to greet you. You have been a massive blessing. But, you know, let our heads not touch as we are going down. So, that kind of thing. But I didn't have a business card. I don't feel bad. But somebody may need to feel bad. It may be somebody's gate. Are you with me? And the reason why I didn't feel bad was that the Lord told me, nothing spoiled. For somebody, that could be destiny. Are you with me? That's why we're screaming. There are preparations. Is that me hearing me? So that the day I meet maybe Duncan Williams now, and he says, oh, that was awesome. And he says, and I say, Can I type my number on your phone? I think it was Apostle Fem Lazarus that was saying this thing one time, that you must be able to monitor your seasons. And when you find out that God is beginning to do it, that change has occurred, there are godly adjustments. What he said was adjustments, but I'm adding godly. There are godly adjustments that must be put in place so that you can maximize that season. On a personal note, if you are not a dreamer and then God begins to bring dreams to you, what should you do? Get a notebook and start writing. Your brain is not good enough. The first set of dreams you may have in that season, when you start writing, may not be significant. The next set of dreams that will come will be very significant, and if you don't do what you need to do, you will forget. Imagine standing in front of greatness and said, I had a dream. I saw, that, I can't even remember very well, but I saw you. What was I doing? I don't know what. But sir, I saw you. Little becomes much in a KAIROS season, because it's a season of destiny determining change. You will not always be like this, but you cannot come into the real you every day. There is a day appointed. And you must trust God that your life advertises a preparation, so that if that day comes with suddenness, you can go through. If we give you 1 billion, what will you do with it? Yes, Femi. You collect it. Everybody will collect it. What will you do with it? You will. What kind of business? Clothing business. Okay, do you have a market for it? You have? No, I'm not saying little experience. If I'm giving you 1 billion, it's likely I'm an investor. And so your experience, if it's not market related, I'll throw it out. Do you watch Lions Den? You should go and watch. You learn that a good idea is not good enough. An investor doesn't invest in ideas. He wants to invest in something that will bring him profit within record time. What I'm asking you, see. When the KAIROS came for Joseph, there was a way he looked, but he didn't appear before Pharaoh that way. He changed his clothes according to scriptures, and clothes depict a character set. He shaved his beard, because that was going to be something that advertised him to be a prisoner. Washed up himself and then stepped before the king. You must understand that when the king sends for you, a new day has come. And so you cannot look the way you used to look before. Maybe you don't have too many clothes. At least iron them. Are you with me? They are, because you have been called to labor in a secular thing. This Lions Den is a secular thing. How many of you have watched before? But you will find out why many people who have ideas go to the grave with the ideas. Because people who want to invest are more technical than you. They understand the dynamics or the economics of products. So the question I asked you is that if I give you you think I want to give you $1 billion and you give me a 10-year profit period? No, now. I'm trying to know what you can do with it. Maybe in like 1 year, at least in 6 months, there should be some little profit that comes from it. I'm saying, do you have a 1 billion naira market for clothes? It means we would find the amount that you have a market for, and it could be a big opportunity to miss 1 billion. Oh, he's talking about money. You are a minister. Can you preach 10 sermons in 5 days? Can you? And by the 4th one, you are not struggling. what if that's your make opportunity? That on the first day of the conference, the one who will lift destiny does not come. He comes in day 5. Can you be fresh for 5 days? Maybe you are called to the ministry of prayer. Can you lead prayer for 7 hours? Because the one that will see you and will help you will come in the 6th hour. Can you, as a worshiper, can you connect people to God and do it for 8 hours? Because the one that God is sending you into, Satan has planned that the person will stay in the hold up for 5 hours. And by the 6th hour, you are tired. You can no longer reach heaven. You have become either tired physically or spiritually laden. Arrogance, pride, seeing what is happening to the people, or trying to mark a guy who is not shaking to your music. Say, this guy, you are not singing, you are not singing. It's at that time you are insulting that person that the person came. Can you be focused? Maybe God has given you an assignment. Can you stay true to that assignment for 3 years? Because it is in the 3rd year that God will come to check and be rewarded. Can you be true? These are the things we are speaking about. You need staying power to wait until he comes. Because he comes as a king, and that means that he will not come when you want him to come. He will come in the set time that he has arranged to come. And if you cannot stay till that time, you will have wasted your efforts.
This is the prolific teaching ministry of Apostle Tolu Agboola, the lead pastor of His Worship Christian Network. Brace yourself for an experience of enlightenment, education, and transformation as you engage with this episode.